Welcome to the 2L Sports Union. We are back with more divisional playoff talk. We kick off this weekend with the Indianapolis Colts, who are visiting the Kansas City Chiefs at Arrowhead Stadium, the loudest stadium in the NFL, which should prove to probably be the game of the week. We have two quarterbacks who have combined for 89 touchdowns overall, both of which is an NFL record for two quarterback appearances. Pat Mahomes in his second year threw 50 touchdowns. 50 touchdowns. It should be a record for a rookie, but I guess we'll count last year as his first year. He's going up against an Andrew Luck-led offense that proved to be more compelling than most NFL analysts and experts would like to admit. They started off their season at 1-4, was it? Mm-hmm. 1-4 this year. Started off 1-4, slow start, and pretty much played playoff football throughout the entire second half of the season and found themselves in a divisional matchup against the number one seed Kansas City Chiefs, who are without Kareem Hunt and seem to look like probably the worst defense left in the NFL playoffs. So this matchup should prove to be a really good one. The offense of the Kansas City Chiefs, along with the hot streak of the Indianapolis Colts. I'll probably label this game as the game of the week, but there's many to be said for the other games this weekend. But this game surely will be a great one. Lineker, what are your thoughts on this one?
I have been just flip-flopping. One day I go to bed, I wake up and I say Colts. Another day I go to bed and I wake up and say, nah, Chiefs. I think I'm going to go Chiefs on this one. Why? Although the Colts are the hottest team right now in the NFL, absolute tear, and they do have a better defense than the Chiefs. The Chiefs have no defense. The Colts are going to be playing cover two. That's what they've been doing all year. And the Chiefs are probably the cover two destroyers. Like, it's not even funny. I believe they have been, the Chiefs, the most potent offense in the AFC all year long. And that's not going to stop. That's just not going to stop. I don't think the Colts are just going to have enough to be able to counter the Chiefs. They're going to be overwhelmed.
Are you going with the Colts or the Chiefs?
The Chiefs, 30 to 24. Andrew Luck gets the ball back and on the last drive and gets stalled. Andy Reid goes on, and the rest will be history. Anyways,
I think this matchup certainly will prove to be one of the more interesting ones. I guess I'll say this. The smart pick in this one will be the Kansas City Chiefs. But I do think that the Colts have a chance. The only reason why I say that is because normally in the playoffs, Andy Reid has been rather unaggressive when it comes to play calling. He's been in this scenario before, sometimes even having home field advantage, where he finds himself in games where it just seems like he's not aggressive enough to win playoff games. But I think this one will prove to be a lot different, especially with Patrick Mahomes. I think there's like a little bit of a yin and yang with them, that being Andy Reid and Pat Mahomes. Andy Reid more of like the safe veteran coach, whereas Pat Mahomes is like the wild, loose cannon quarterback. But I feel like we're talking way too much about the Chiefs. Let's go on the flip side. Indianapolis Colts. What they have to do, I think, to win this one, they definitely have to score early and score often. That Chiefs defense definitely has been as soft as Charmin, but I do think that the Chiefs defense will inevitably prevail against this Colts offense. Not because it's good. I think this is a big game for Andrew Luck. He's on the road at Arrowhead. I can't even imagine what that 12th man crowd is going to be like for him and for the Colts offense. And then even on the flip side, Lineker, you brought up the cover two. Dude, I mean, if there's any quarterback to dice up a cover two, who like this year, it proves to be Patrick Mahomes. I'm going to have to agree with you on this one. I think the Chiefs win. I think they prevail in a high-scoring bout. I'll go 38-30. I say either the Chiefs score late and the Colts just never recover, or Patrick Mahomes leads them to a game-winning drive. But this matchup is it's hard to predict because the Colts have just been they've been on fire, and the Chiefs to me have been that, you know who they are. They play a very high-paced style offense on one side, and their defense just pretty much gives up a lot. So you're pretty much going to be in a shootout all night.
Let's not forget, although we've been slightly disrespecting the Chiefs defense, they actually have a really good pass rusher. 3 of them. Pass rushing, 3 of them. Justin Houston, D Ford, and Chris Jones. They're actually the best team in the NFL at blitzing. This is going to be very interesting because Andrew Luck is also the most well-protected quarterback in the NFL at the moment. Him and Brady.
And typically that's not even the case for Andrew Luck-led offenses. Usually he's worse. Usually he's sacked the most. So this is definitely, I guess all season the Colts seem like they've been playing above their normal status quo in recent years.
See, although I believe Luck won't be sacked as much as the Chiefs will like it, he's definitely going to be under duress. I believe he is. And so this is a big game. So I think the Chiefs defense is actually going to show up this time.
Yeah, I mean, as we go back and forth, I guess I do find myself, just like you, bouncing back and forth with these picks. We sit here and I'm saying 38-30, but I don't even think the Colts offense can put up 30 in this game. Oof. The only reason why I say that is because they're on the road. And I think that there's a different, I guess I'll compare this to the NBA. When you play regular season games, they're a little bit more high scoring. And as you go to the postseason, these matchups tend to get back to the medium of more of a low-scoring defensive game. And we saw that last weekend in the playoffs. And I think that's just going to continue in the Chiefs' favor. That is, because they are the home team in this one. The Colts are a little bit younger. And typically the Colts, besides this year, this year has definitely been an admiration for Indianapolis. But besides this year, typically the Colts are, they are putrid at pass protection. Don't be surprised if we see 5 or more sacks by the Chiefs in this game.
Really?
5 or more. And I want to adjust my score.
I don't even think that'll be a sack.
I want to adjust my score. 35-14 Chiefs.
Crazy.
I'm going blowout.
Crazy.
I'm gonna go blowout.
This is crazy.
I'm gonna go blowout. I just don't think that the Colts offense has enough to compete with the Chiefs.
First of all, listen. This is truly gonna be what's that saying? The immovable object in the Colts line against the unstoppable force in Pat Mahomes' offense. I really don't think Andrew Luck is going to get sacked tonight. There will be some pressure, but I do not think he gets sacked. They're going to take away the only thing the Chiefs' defense does well, which is pass rushing. But he's definitely going to be under more duress than he's been. And offensively, they don't have the firepower that the Chiefs have. So yeah, I'm sticking to my guns. 30-24, Chiefs.
Nice. Yeah, I wanna give the Colts more credit, but I just can't. They're on the road, and I guess based off of what I'm seeing so far in this postseason. By the way, guys, you listen to 2L Sports Union. You're here with Lincoln and Lineker. But back to my point. What we're seeing in the postseason is definitely not the same as what we saw in the regular season in terms of scoring. So I guess I'm gonna play on that and use my prediction base it off of what I'm seeing. And I just don't see the Colts putting up more than I'll even give them 17. I just think the Chiefs' offense are way too good. This is the type of matchup I think they are. This is like a slam dunk matchup. You get the hot Colts who, they're feeling themselves, and they're coming straight in the Arrowhead. It looks like this is a trap game for the Colts, not the Chiefs. I think the pressure is all on the Indianapolis Colts to perform.
It is.
And the Chiefs, I mean, dude, it might get ugly. That's what I think is going to happen. But we'll see you guys on the flip side. We'll be back more with some NFL post-game coverage with this game and also the others in the divisional matchups. Thanks for tuning in.